What's happening, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at you with another video today. And before we get started, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. Comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll definitely be sure to get back to you with the response. So, as you can see from the looks of the thumbnail, title, and screen, bro, I put together one of the best big man builds that you can make, and this is going to be a maxed out height center. So this build, the name is going to be coming out to the 2-way 3-level board hunter. And this build is going to be a true, glass warrior, an offensive artist. All around, this build can do pretty much anything that you want on the offensive side. So as far as for this one today, man, you do get some upgraded dunk packages, standing dunk packages, the best jump shots that are available, upgraded passing styles with the normal dribble animations today, bro. I made sure to go back and forth with being able to get, pretty much the best badges for this build today. And also on top of that, man, this is going to be one of the builds that you can use right now as of Season 2 in NBA 2K25. So I just want to say thank every single one of y'all for your support. I see you in the comments going crazy, man, and I truly just want you to know that I acknowledge you. Man, with this build today, I've gone through plenty of centers, but for being my first maxed out height big man, this is going to be a special one, bro. So before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you know, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Now from here, man, let's go ahead and get to the breakdown of this build. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that we are putting this build under the center position. Now as far as when it comes towards the actual height, I'm going to go with 7'3". Getting into that way, drop this a few ticks down to 249. And then for that wingspan today, we are all set at 7'3". Now from here, man, the first area that I think everybody should get into on every single build first is going to be the physical. So when it comes towards that speed today, I'm going to put this up to a 50. As we get to that agility, let's go with a 40. And then for that strength, man, we're going to put this all the way up to a 91. With that vertical being brought up to a 70. So, we're not going to be weak on this build. The vertical is definitely going to help out with the boards. And I've used a speed and agility lower than what you're seeing on screen, and I've done just fine, bro. So I'm not worried about these numbers, especially considering we have our height to make up for it. From here, let's dive into the actual defensive end. So when it comes towards that offensive, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 92. Now, as we get into the defensive today, let's go with an 80, and this is what we're going to be looking like for that rebounding side. As far as when it comes towards the block, man, I'm going to go up to a 93, and then as you can see when it comes towards the steals today, I'm going to go with a 43, with the perimeter defense being brought up to a 60. Now, as far as when it comes towards this interior end, go with an 88. And this is what we're going to be looking like for the defensive end, man. A little bit of perimeter defense to just about guard any position with getting bump animations. On top of that, bro, the steal isn't too bad. If you're being a true, on-ball defender and you're not going for passing lanes or steals, bro, this is going to be the perfect build for you to play straight up defense. Now, I'll be sure to get into the breakdown of the badges, animations, takeovers, everything once we max this build out. Now, when it comes towards the offensive side, the first area that I'm diving into, and the only, is going to be the pass accuracy. So go ahead and put this up to an 82. As far as when it comes towards that ball handle, you want to go with the 40. And this is what we're going to be looking like once you get this build maxed out to, its full potential. So you get those normal dribble animations, some upgraded passing styles, very special when it comes towards this end. Now, as far as when it comes towards the shooting, I'm going to put that mid-range shot all the way up to a 90. Now, as far as when it comes towards that three-pointer, let's go with an 85. And then for that free throw today, I'm going to put this up to an 83. So, not too bad when it comes towards this end, especially with being able to, be a shooter from the free throw line, get the best jump shots available. Really says a lot about this build. Now, let's wrap up everything when it comes towards the offensive side with the finishing. For that post control, I'm going to go up to an 87. As we get into that standing dunk, let's go with a 75. This is what we're going to be looking like once you get this build maxed out to 99 overall. So, we get some upgraded standing dunk packages, regular driving dunks, bro. It's not too bad when it comes towards this build overall, especially taking into account the height, bro. Still being able to be a 7'3" shooter, and you still do get limitless range on this build. So, let's go ahead and check out what this build is looking like. As far as for the Hall of Fame badges, we get 1, post-fade phenom. With being able to upgrade this 1 tier up to the legend tier, I think that's very special on this build, bro. Now, once we get into the gold, we get brick wall. You also get post lockdown, post powerhouse, set shot specialist. Then from there you get box out beast with post up poet. We get rebound chaser. Then from here you're also able to get off ball pass and also dimer, bro. So not too bad when it comes towards the first set of badges, especially with the defensive end, man. I don't think you're going to be able to struggle on either side of the ball. Now for the silver badges, we get float game. You also get aerial wizard. From there, break starter, hook specialist, deadeye. You do get paint prodigy, pogo stick, and also unpluckable, man. So I did make sure to focus a lot on the offensive end with still being able to, go with the minimum defensive attributes. Now let's wrap up everything with these bronze badges. We get versatile visionary. You also get rise up. Moving more down the line, you also get high flying denier. And the number 1 badge today, limitless range. So I gotta say, this build pretty much has everything that I could possibly want out of a big man. You can even consider this to be one of the best popper builds out there, man. Now, what's really going to take this build into the next level is going to be these takeovers. So, as you can see, we get close to about 20 of them. Now, we get barbecue chicken, board beast, fluid shooter, fundamentals, glass warrior, grit, and intimidator. Now, we also get offensive artist, paint dominance, splash tower, and SWAT specimen. As far as when it comes towards this next side, we get the commander, spot up shooter, physicality, orchestrator with midi maestro. Then we get horse, great wall, glass gunner, fortress, eraser, and block party, bro. So, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this build. Is there anything that you potentially would change or do to make it a little bit better? So a few of my favorite takeovers, I'm just going to get into them real quick. Barbecue chicken, especially because of the deep post bag takeover ability. Now, I do like board beast, getting a plus 12 put towards both rebounding sides very nicely, especially for, game modes like the 5s. When it comes towards another one that I like, glass warrior, you cannot go wrong with pretty much, like a takeover like splash tower. That's another great one. For my personal interests, the ones that I think that are going to be the best for this build are going to be the ones with a plus 15. So you get midi maestro. Horse is another great one because of the see the future takeover ability. Then we get great wall, bro. Getting a plus 15 put towards your strength on this build, I gotta say it's one of the best things that you can do and aim for. Now you also do get glass gunner, the plus 8 put towards both rebounding stats and the 3-pointer. On top of that, man, it really comes down to your own personal preference. One final takeover that I like is going to be fortress, because you do get the plus 8 put towards the strength and 3-pointer. And then to wrap it up, bro, I just gotta go ahead and throw in one more, eraser. The plus 15 put towards that block going to be something that you should definitely think about. So this is pretty much what it is when it comes towards this build overall. And if you wanted to add a few extra cap breakers towards this build, now one area that I would recommend throwing cap breakers towards would possibly be the pulse control. Same thing can be said for when it comes towards the actual pass accuracy. Even if you wanted to towards the interior defense or block, bro, it all comes down to your personal preference. Or even let's say you wanted to go ahead and max out your strength. I think all of these are great options to start with. Let me know what you plan on doing down below. And if there's a certain build that y'all want me to get into, bro, leave the details down below in the comments and I'll definitely be sure to get y'all right. So let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that we all made this build correctly. Now look, we get these 3 different comparisons: Brook Lopez, Adonis Sabonis, and also Yusuf Nurkic. I know I pretty much butchered Sabonis' name, bro, but coming up at the 44th build, we've created together, we got the 2-way 3-level board hunter, man. Now, I'm happy because you can take this build pretty much into any game mode. I can definitely say that anybody, is going to be able to find success with this one because of its versatility from the offense to the defense. It's very friendly for any setting. And if you're struggling with shooting and you want to be a big man, bro, this is going to be the build for you because you're still able to be a nasty defender. Now, I just gotta say thank every single one of y'all for your support. I truly appreciate you, man. I see you day in and day out, and I just want every single one of y'all that's a part of the Rich family to know that you are part of the most positive 2K Christ-like community in all of YouTube and the 2K community history, bro. So it's all love coming from me, man. Thank you for your support. I got another video dropping for y'all like this tomorrow. So if it's your first time coming through, Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but definitely not least, with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.